Well, grace and peace to you. Good morning, friends and partners. It's a real honor to welcome you this morning to the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Symposium hosted by the Health, Equity, and Access Response Team, H.E.A.R.T. Now, even though we're meeting on Zoom, we're connected by shared purpose. And that's a purpose to care for our neighbors and to work for fairness, dignity, and access for all people in DuPage County. You might be saying, who am I? Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Angelus D. Wilson, and I have the privilege of being the senior chaplain at Wheaton College here in Wheaton, Illinois. I also serve as the senior pastor for the First Baptist Church of Elk Grove Village in Illinois. H.E.A.R.T was formed during a very hard season. The pandemic showed us what many already knew, and that was that not everybody has the same access to care, information, or support. So instead of turning away, H.E.A.R.T leaned in. That's right. Not-for-profit leaders, medical partners, and community groups chose to work together. Now, what began as a crisis response has grown into a strong network of community and of equity and support. So today we gather, not just to remember the past, but to learn from it and to live it out now. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. understood something about this challenge as well. He challenged the nation to face hard truths and to take action. At the March on Washington, D.C., he said these famous words, "Now is the time to make real the promises of democracy." That was some 40 years ago. Those words still remind us that waiting too long for justice often means real people suffer while systems move slowly. Dr. King also said, "We will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters." He was quoting the book of Amos when he said that. Now, in simple terms, he meant that justice should not come in small drops, but in a steady flow where it reaches everyone. That idea, it connects closely to our work today. You see, health equity means care should not depend on where someone lives or how much money they make or even what language they speak. And of course, Dr. King, he shared his dream of a world where people are judged by who they are, not how they look. And that dream, it challenges all of us today to build systems that treat people fairly and that see their full humanity. Well, let me share a short picture of what this looks like today. Imagine a family in DuPage County during the height of the pandemic. English is not their first language. They're unsure of where to go for testing or how to get reliable information or what help may even be available. Well, because of groups like H.E.A.R.T, that family is not alone. A community partner shares trusted information with them in a time of crisis. A healthcare provider opens access. A nonprofit helps remove barriers. Now, what could have been fear and confusion becomes care, clarity, and hope. That's not abstract work, beloved. No, that's real life. And that is justice in action. Dr. King believed that change happens when people work together with courage and with care. He said, with this faith, we will be able to work together, to struggle together. Even outside of a religious frame, that message is clear. Progress, it comes through partnership, persistence, and responsibility. You see, H.E.A.R.T is a strong example of that community working together. Your meetings matter. Your data matters. Your relationships, they matter. And of course, your daily labor, often quiet and unseen, it matters. In fact, it makes a real difference in people's lives. So today's symposium, or today's meeting, it invites us to ask simple but important questions. 1, are we listening well? 2, are we working well together? 3, are we building systems that serve everyone fairly? These questions need to be answered. So as we reflect on Dr. King's legacy, let's also take a moment to honor your work. Thank you, H.E.A.R.T, for showing up. Thank you for staying committed. And most of all, thank you for believing that equity is worth the effort. So may today's meeting encourage you, strengthen your partnerships, and remind you that this work matters and that Dr. King also had a heart for the things that you have a heart for. So welcome and thank you all for all that you do. Once again, it's my privilege to be here with this short meditation for you today. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you in presence, but I am in the middle of a symposium as we speak here at Wheaton College. So may the Lord bless you real good this year as you continue your great work and changing lives one person at a time. From Wheaton College and the First Baptist Church, may the grace of our God be with you. Peace.